COVID vaccine guidance from the CDC for people with compromised immune systems who have not received a booster shot yet. The CDC now saying that group can get a booster after at least 3 months. Daniel Hamburg joins us now in the studio with more on the story. Daniel.
Well, Valerie, at UPMC, for instance, we're told about 10% of the patients in the hospital are vaccinated, and most of them are immunocompromised.
The problem is that they have a lesser response to the vaccine. So they're at higher risk both of getting COVID because of a breakthrough infection, and if they do get COVID, they're at a higher risk of severe disease.
A CDC presentation from last week shows the agency is concerned about initial immune response and loss of protection over time. So now, instead of waiting 5 months, the CDC recommends getting a 4th shot after at least 3 months for those who are moderately and severely immunocompromised.
There is a lower rate of breakthrough infections with boosters, and there's a lower rate of death and hospitalizations.
For the general population, waiting 5 months for a booster shot is still recommended. One question we asked infectious disease doctor John Goldman was if getting your antibody level tested should inform your decision to get a booster.
I generally don't recommend antibody testing for patients because I have trouble interpreting it. I certainly don't use them to decide booster shots and whether or not to get booster shots or EvoShield or one of the other protections.
Goldman says the problem is there's no standard between companies and the antibody levels don't really show how protected you are.
It will be helpful if it's not there or it's really high.
What about a second booster shot for the general population?
My guess is this virus has already told us that it mutates rapidly and that at some point there will be a need for a booster shot that covers a new variant.
Goldman says because cases are way down, there may not be an immediate need, but as we know with new variants, boosters may be warranted down the line on possibly an annual basis. Goldman says the best defense for everyone is to get the initial 2 doses of vaccine, but encourages everyone to get a booster shot if you're eligible. In the studio, Daniel Hamburg, ABC 27 News.